Jesus smile.
So good morning once again. So it's good to be back in this formation setting. I first came here in 2009, a long time ago, with Father Liam. I think you remember he's my classmate actually, yeah? So he's a big man. And then we came every few years to visit our formation center. So it's good to be with you. And it's good to share this Eucharistic celebration with you as well. Just looking at the Gospel this morning and listening to Father Tony reading it again, it's just how happy am I with the way things are going in my life? I suppose that's a question I'm asking myself. Of course, you have your own questions, your own interpretations, but Jesus says, I am the bread of life. He's establishing his mission. He's establishing his identity. And he's also saying there are more things in life than just the temporary things that we put a lot of trust in, a lot of faith in. So riches, security, employment, they're all very important. To have good employment, to have enough to educate our families, to look after our well-being, security in that sense. But there must be something deeper. There must be something deeper in our life. There must be a greater security. And that greater security surely must be our faith and belief in the person of Jesus Christ. So while we use temporary things in this world in order to help us to live, help us to educate, help us to feed, help us to clothe, we also must look at the deeper sense of being with God, the deeper sense of believing in his mission, in his identity. And as a result, we bring that mission, we bring that identity wherever we are, wherever we work, with whomever we meet. And so that's my prayer this morning, that we will use all the benefits that God has given us, but that we'll use them in a way that will further the mission, that will further the identity, that will make us what I always call gospel travelers. We will travel with the gospel wherever we are. I was a young missionary 40 years ago now, so times are catching up on me, eh? But I was sent to Uganda in East Africa, and I was a missionary there for about 12 years. Also involved a little bit in formation, a little bit in vocation ministry, but walking with people wherever they were. So while I was in a parish setting for 12 years, enjoyed it immensely, but walking with people in their everyday lives. At that particular time in Uganda, in the area where I was working, there was a civil war. So the tribal community of that area waged a war against the government of Uganda. And that went on for 7 years. So we had to walk with people, be with people where they were in their life journey. And that often meant consoling them when they lost a person through the activity of war. But also then moving with young men, in particular, in the formation setting, who were also wanting to join our way of life, wanting to become Mill Hill missionaries. And for me, that was a great sense of furthering the vision of our founder, number one, but also the vision of the church, reaching out to others beyond borders, so crossing borders. And borders, so many borders. I mean, we think of borders like crossing over from one country to another, but the borders of language, the borders of diet, the borders of so many different things that people had to cross in order to live and be with others. So they established a mission. We established an identity. And that continues to this day in young men, as we see here as well, in formation. And of course, in other settings as well, where young religious women also participate in that great mission of the church. We thank God for that. So I'm here in the next few days, visiting our missionaries who are based here. Now, many of them are not Europeans anymore. Eh? I think you remember some of the Europeans who used to be here a long time ago. In Naninihi, you had Father Ambrose. In Kasai, you had Father Mike. So many different, but they're all, some of them have gone back to God. Some of them, like Father Ambrose, are still retired in our retirement facility in Dublin, in Ireland. But they continue, their legacy continues in another generation of peoples who have been gifted by their presence, been gifted by their being amongst them during sometimes very difficult times also in the Philippines when the years had gone by. So we thank God for that presence. I look forward to meeting not just our own missionaries, our own students, but all of you who are also participants in mission. Now you are not lucky enough, as I was, to leave my country and go across the borders to Uganda. But we all have a mission. You have a mission. The mission may be to accompany young men. And I know that the people in this, who come to Mass in this formation house, have been again and again ever helpful to the rectors, right down in assisting in the mission of the church, in the mission of Mill Hill. And I'm just going to ask the Lord to continue to be with you and continue to bless you, and that our mission will be furthered, will be continued. Amen.
Kiss us, mother, kiss your children. Bring God's blessings from above. With your mantle blue enfold us in your gentle holy love. See the darkness dissipating, hear the trumpet echoing, Satan's rage